Hello everyone. I am here at a brand new supercharger that just opened, and I am going to plug in for the first time, and then we'll go ahead and talk about the YouTube channel, the supercharger, not in that order, supercharger first, of course, and just some other stuff to get out of the way. But this is the Upland supercharger. It just opened here in Upland, California, and looks like charging with no issues there. And this is the first time I plugged in. It opened today, and I am very excited about this, because if we zoom out and probably in the title and or thumbnail, we can see that it's a pretty big supercharger. It's just a tad little bit bigger than your standard supercharger at a absolutely insane 64 stalls. This beats this is now the largest supercharger in the LA area, beating out Santa Monica's 62 stalls. This is the largest supercharger in the world in an urban area. Santa Monica was previously the largest, and this is the, I believe, fifth largest supercharger in the world overall, beaten by Baker, California at first place with 96 stalls, Quartzsite, Arizona at second place with 84 stalls, Coalinga, California at third place with 80 stalls, and then Tejon Ranch, California with 76, and I believe Barstow, California at 72, I believe. But yeah, this is now, or did I say number two? Number four. This is now the fifth largest supercharger. I believe the spot was previously held by Santa Monica, California with the 62 superchargers, which I have also been to. It does have very nice solar canopies that this quite large lot doesn't have, unfortunately. But yeah, I am super excited to see it finally open. The permitting for the supercharger was initially discovered in January. Construction began in March, and we can see the cabinets and switchgear required. We have two transformers, which is absolutely insane. Usually you'd only see one transformer, but at larger superchargers like this, you usually do see two. These were put in 2 or 3 months ago, I believe. I think like sometime in June, if I have my timelines correctly. I have been here quite a few times before. But yeah, the transformers are in June, and that's usually the last step. But apparently there were some issues with the wiring coming into this, and SoCal Edison had to put in new wiring from across the street. You can't really see it because there's nothing over there at the moment. They are building some new residences for Claremont McKenna College over there, but they had to put in some new wiring from across the street over here to get these superchargers turned on, which took a while. And then apparently the Tesla team has been working on it for a couple weeks. But I am super glad to finally see the supercharger finish. The closest one to this in I want to say Ontario, California, is only 8 stalls, and it is full all the time, and there's no superchargers in this general area at all. So I'd imagine this is going to be a major plug. It is also about 5-6 miles away from the Upland service center over in that direction, which they have their own 2 stalls, which I've actually charged at, which is pretty crazy because most people aren't allowed to charge at those. But yeah, I am really excited to be here. If that's all you're here for, then I guess you can go. But I do also want to talk about the channel and my fun little car over there. So, just as like an introduction video. This isn't the first video I've made on the channel, but it is the second. I made this channel in, I believe, why am I saying the year? 2024. I uploaded a video a while ago, though, and it was just me going over all of the superchargers that went into permitting, construction, or opened that week, and I realized that it was kind of boring and pointless, and I didn't like it, so I didn't record any more videos, despite me saying I would record one every week. However, I do still want to do something with this channel, obviously, and I am a huge supercharging nerd. I have been to over 400 superchargers in the US, and like I said, I've been to this charger probably a dozen times despite it opening today. I track the construction and permitting and all of that stuff for a whole bunch of superchargers, and I'm just going to go around to superchargers, obviously notable ones like this, and there are some other notable ones that I want to talk about, like a 120 stall site that's in construction in Barstow at the moment on the trip on I-15 from LA to Vegas. That'll be one that to talk about. There's a 164 site in Los Angeles, California that I'm sure I will be able to check out once it's in construction. But also maybe some smaller superchargers in the LA area in general that I'm interested in. Some V4 superchargers whenever they finally put friggin' actual V4 cabinets instead of the V3 cabinets. If you didn't know that, there's a difference between V4 superchargers and V4 stalls or dispensers. V4 dispensers do feature thicker cables that are able to handle more amperage and voltage, and they have payment terminals when Tesla feels like it, not always. They have magic docks when Tesla feels like it, not always, compared to these things that have very short cables. They're very minimalistic. They worked quite well for the significant amount of time that Tesla was they unveiled these, I want to say in 2018. I haven't been tracking them that long, but they've had these for a while, and they do work quite well for all owners who don't own a Cybertruck. It does not work very well for the Cybertruck. The V4 charger, the V4 stalls, despite using the same hardware on the back end, can actually charge Cybertrucks faster at up to 330 kilowatts simply by upping the amperage, which is absurdly impressive. It does mean, theoretically, if they ever put 800 volt freaking cabinets in the chargers, we could see as much as like 600 kilowatt charging on the Cybertruck. I really doubt it, but that would be absolutely insane. But yeah, that was kind of a mini rant there. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with the channel, basically. Just talk about various superchargers, what's going on, construction. Like when the 80 stall one in West Hollywood opens, I will of course go ahead and make a video about that. When the ones open in Barstow and Lost Hills, I'll make sure to travel out to those and make videos for them. But this one is just, I've been paying a lot of attention to it. This supercharger started construction around when I started getting really into the community, and I've been paying a lot of attention to it, and I am super happy to finally see it open today. But this is the final thing we're going to talk about. My car. Whoa. This is a 2014 Tesla Model S it really doesn't show up on picture or video, but it isn't black. It's more of a midnight blue. Let me see if I can get it with like the lighting, like just like right here. Maybe you can see that, maybe not. I honestly cannot tell, but it's not black. You can tell me it's black all you want, but I can see it right here with my eyes. It's not black. But yeah, I bought this used last year, actually, not that long ago, with about 70,000 miles on it. And since then, if we go and look at my trips here, I went ahead and put 47,000 miles on it, and then I updated the MCU. And when you update the MCU, well, the trip names stay the same. The trip details don't. I don't know why. I hate it. But I did have to update that when I upgraded my MCU. So for a total of over 50,000 miles, I hit that on a road trip to Colorado recently. And then, tire rotations. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, now this is a Model S 60. And you might be like, oh, that's awful. But you'll notice 60%, 110 kilowatts. If you know your Tesla models, that is not correct. So let me tell you something interesting about this car. Before I got it, and I didn't know this when I bought the car, the owner had the 60 kilowatt hour battery die on them, and they had to get it replaced. And I don't know the exact story. All I have is a self-service invoice, but it has a 90 kilowatt hour battery in there, software locked to 60 kilowatt hours. Now, on one hand, it's dumb. It's my battery in my car that I own. I should be allowed to use the entire capacity of the battery. On the other hand, that is really good for me because it means I have faster charging speeds of 122 kilowatts as opposed to 108 kilowatts. And of course, it means my charge curve is ridiculous. I can maintain 104 kilowatts up to 80%. We might see this here. It does depend when I plug it in. If I plug it in too early, it will taper off. It's kind of weird, actually. The later in the charge I plug it in, the better it is for the battery. But like to a stupid degree, like to 30 or 40% is best, supercharging speeds for me. But yeah, as you can see, I have put 50,000 miles on it since I bought it in May of last year. So I do like it quite a bit. It does have some neat little quirks. One of them we might be able to capture here. If I try and open the frunk, it just decides not to open. It stays latched shut. Apparently that was just an issue with the older Model S's. Great, awesome. Can't use the frunk. whatever, and it sucks because I have one of the largest frunks in any Tesla vehicle ever, because this is a rear-wheel drive Model S, one of the very few ever made. I have like a really, really unique car. It's not like worth anything because of its uniqueness, but not many people have a Model S60 with this. The wheels. People say they hate the wheels. I don't care. I've just never cared about wheels at all. I wasn't the one who put them on there. That was the previous owner, but like I'm not going to pay to replace them because I don't care. But yeah, otherwise it has treated me very well. Very few things broke. The door handle broke. That was kind of annoying. And the headlight broke. But I'd say in 50,000 miles for a car that is a decade old at this point, that's pretty good. We also, if we go ahead and head back into the car real quick, we have this right here. And this is a comma 3X. And if you know what this is, then very exciting. If you don't, well, apparently my front is still open, so I need to close that. But this is a third-party advanced driver assist system, and it basically allows steering control. This is a pre-autopilot car. There are not any cameras behind here where you normally see them on Autopilot 1 and future cars, and there extra are not cameras on the B pillar and down right there. So I don't even have, this is for cruise control. I don't have, it does not have even adaptive cruise control. But this allows me to have adaptive cruise control and lane assist with, it costs like $1,250 for this, and then there is some hardware down there that you're not going to be able to see that costs like another $200 from the person who makes it. So that is really cool, and I'm really glad to have that, because I'm going to be honest, you know, when I'm going on 4,000-mile road trips to go to every single supercharger in the state of Oregon, I think this is closed now, hopefully, it takes a while. But yeah, that is about it for the video. Future videos will not be the song. I just wanted to use it as a sort of an introductory video. So if you're watching that because it's the introductory video on my channel for the indefinite future, welcome, I guess. Hopefully I have some more interesting videos on my channel at this point. But yeah, that will be all for today. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe. There's something new called like video, they're not, there's a different name for them, but there's a new thing for videos that I don't understand at all. So if you want to do that, if it exists even, I want to say, I don't know, whatever, then yeah, but that'll be all for today. And yeah, I am really happy to see such a large supercharger opened. And yeah, that'll be all. Bye.